2 more last snowball nights.
We stayed overnight at this hotel, which is within the Sinai Peninsula, because we have climbers in our group to Mount Sinai. After breakfast and attending the Holy Mass in this resort, we checked out and had our luggages loaded in our bus, and we started our way to St. Catherine Monastery, which is just about 3 kilometers from our hotel, or about 10 minutes drive to reach the entrance of the monastery, which is actually the entrance of Mount Sinai. From the bus stop, we walked about 450 meters to the entrance gate, which is the checkpoint itself. We need to pass through security check, and once done, we will walk about 1.2 kilometers to the entrance of the monastery. One may opt to walk or take a taxi at $1 per way. JV and me opted to walk our way in because the road anyway is well paved. There are taxis waiting after the security check area. Walking gives us a nice view of Mount Sinai, which is surrounded by nature, and the view of the monastery from a distance. The monastery was built by the order of Emperor Justinian, who reigned during the 527 to 565, including the Chapel of the Burning Bush, also known as St. Helen's Chapel, ordered to be built by Empress Consort Helena, the mother of Constantine the Great, at the site where Moses is supposed to have seen the burning bush. The Orthodox Monastery of St. Catherine stands at the foot of Mount Sinai, where the Old Testament records Moses received the tablets of the law. The mountain is known and revered by Muslims as Jebel Musa, and the entire area is sacred to 3 world religions: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. The St. Catherine's Monastery in Egypt is located in the Sinai Peninsula and is believed to enshrine the burning bush from which God first revealed himself to Moses. It also contains a treasure trove of icons and ancient manuscripts. The holiest part of St. Catherine's Monastery is the Chapel of the Burning Bush, a small chamber behind the altar of the Basilica. It is often closed to the public, and those who enter must remove their shoes, just as Moses did when he approached the burning bush.
And receiving the voice of God, and God told him, take off your shoes because the holy place you are standing on is a holy place.
The monastery and surrounding area was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2002. Opened in 565 AD, St. Catherine's is one of the world's longest surviving Christian monasteries. The importance of Mount Sinai and the interfaith appeal of the St. Catherine's historic site has protected the church and fostered an environment welcoming to people of all religions.
Nandito po yon sa St. Catherine Monastery.
The burning bush is burning.
To back those of us as quick as we can.
Already leaves is
Dito po yung tinawag ng Diyos si Moses bilang instrumento ng kanyang pagligtas sa kanyang bayang Israel mula sa pagkaalipin ng Egypt 430 30 years slavery. At sila po ay pinalaya at tumawid sila doon sa Red Sea na ating nakita mula nung pumasok tayo dito sa bansang Ehipto.
After our visit, we headed towards the entrance gate. This time, we took a taxi to hasten our transfer to the bus stop.
Ito po yung tourist guide namin.
How is everything?
Okay, God bless.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
After our visit to the monastery, we transferred from the Sinai Peninsula for Cairo. This time, we were provided with a convoy with an escort police and armed guards on board our bus. Trips to any potentially insecure areas have an escort provided by local police. Also, officials here can conduct passport and document checks to avoid any illegal person from trespassing and to ensure peace in the country. The Tourism and Antiquities Police cover tourist destinations like historical sites, museums, hotels like the Great Pyramid of Giza, Memphis Giza, Egyptian museums, and other vital establishments. The Egyptian government has significantly increased the number of police and armed guards at these locations. Backed by Egypt's security forces, each Egypt tour is accompanied by a minimum of 2 police escorts, so Egypt's safety for tourists is the utmost priority. The Sinai Peninsula is Egypt's only region located in Asia with significant historical and biblical sites. A bright future awaits Sinai after 5 tunnels below Suez Canal have been built to connect mainland Egypt to the peninsula and the Suez Canal Economic Zone. A network of channels and bridges will make the movement of people and goods easier than ever, attracting more investors to the promising area. The Ismailia Tunnel projects consist of 3 channels, 2 channels for cars and 1 for the railway. On our way to Cairo, we were able to try crossing one of these tunnels.
We start to make it 2015, and the soft opening was 2019 during the COVID-19 problem, and we are now 17 meters underneath the water of the Suez Canal, and we have some boats are crossing on the top of us now. This tunnel here is divided for 3 sections. We are now in the middle section. We have an upper section and a lower section.